Time to wrap this up as we speed down the stretch here, and it's time for us to make some picks college football style. I will flash the game, and Dog will give us the numbers, and we'll go around the horn and make our picks. Take it away, Dog.
Let's start this party off. Number 6, Miami going into Louisville. Miami is favorite. Before we get too much further, all the lines and picks are brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS, where the game begins. Miami's favored by 5, and the over-under is set at 61. Snowman, kick it.
61? You better make it
the over-under.
You better make it 71. You know, I go back. I liken this game to 2002 when Louisville played number 4 Florida State and beat them. Now, granted, it was in the monsoon. It was the first year at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. But the hell with it. I'm going with Louisville, and I'm taking the points.
DIETZ, hammer down.
I'm going with Louisville as well, and I think they keep it low. I think they keep it low scoring. I'm actually taking the under in this one.
Droid?
I'm a big, where Louisville has always produced some elite quarterbacks throughout the years. And I think they got another one on their hands here, and so that's the reason I'm going to pick Louisville.
All right, Dog. It's on you.
I'm flying solo on this one. Cam Ward is too much. Miami's going to keep their undefeated season going.
All right. We go to Champaign, Illinois for the next one. A battle of 2 ranked teams, Michigan at Illinois. And for the first time since 2000, these 2 teams are ranked. Dog?
Michigan, 3.5-point favorites. The over-under is set at a measly 44. And I'm thinking it's going to be higher. But Snowman, lead us off.
I'm going with Illinois. Going with the home team. They got screwed in 2000. Yes, I still remember that game when a fumble was not called a fumble and Michigan was allowed to keep the football. This ends Michigan's season. I'm going with the Fighting Illini at Memorial Stadium. My buddy Brian Barnhart, the longtime voice of the Fighting Illini. Bring me a victory, my man. ILLINI. I'm going with Illinois.
DIETZ, what you got?
Too much Michigan running game. Edwards will have his day. He'll eat on that Illinois defense. I'm going too much Michigan. I'll take Michigan.
Droid?
Neither of these teams are amazing. I'll say that. They're not amazing. There's nothing to ogle about. But I like Luke Altmaier a bit too much.
All right.
So I'm going to go with the Fighting Illini.
Wrap it up, Dog.
Give me Big Blue in Michigan. They're going to make Illinois a feast. I got a feeling it's going to be one of those games, but I'm saying it's going to be a lot closer than what people are thinking.
Okay, so we're split on that one. Let's go to Norman. We go to South Carolina at Oklahoma. It's all yours, Shane.
Oklahoma's favored by 3. Over-under is only set at 40.5. Snowman,
I'm going with the visitors. I'm going with South Carolina. They nearly snuck out of Bama with a win had they not missed a 2-point conversion and left 10 points on the table. They don't leave those points on the table. They beat Alabama at Bryant-Denny. They're going to go into Norman and make Oklahoma feel like they're back. They should be back in the Big 12. I'm going with South Carolina.
DIETZ?
Yeah, what a game with Spencer Rattler getting his first NFL start. You got the Spencer Rattler Bowl here with South Carolina at Oklahoma. I'll go with the last place Spencer Rattler was at. I'll take the Gamecocks as well.
Right?
Give me the Gamecocks.
Clean sweep with a whole bunch of cockiness going on. I'm taking South Carolina.
Let's go to Atlanta. We find the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, or as Keith Jackson once said, and Dietz, you remember this, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame Gelat. Of course, that was his description when they played Michigan in 1989. We got the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame Gelat taking on the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech.
And the thing is, this ain't going to be in Georgia Tech's house. This is in the Superdome.
It's in Mercedes-Benz. It's in Mercedes-Benz.
And
What's
Notre
the
Dame
numbers?
favored by 11. The over-under set at a clean 49. Snowman, what you got?
Okay, this is in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's in Atlanta. Notre Dame is ranked. Notre Dame is favored. All right, I'm going to do this against my better judgment. And I know my wife is going to pop me one for this, but the hell with it. I'm going with a home team to cover and to win. I'm going with Georgia Tech.
DIETZ?
You think this is the home team? Notre Dame is going to pack that. At a neutral site, Notre Dame is going to pack that stadium. Notre Dame is the home team in this game. I guarantee you there will be more Notre Dame fans there than there are Georgia Tech.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's going to come down to Marcus Freeman's defense. I think I'll take Notre Dame.
Good.
Give me that rambling wreck, Georgia Tech.
Go for it, dog.
I'm sorry, but even football Jesus can't do anything against the house that once held the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Give me Georgia Tech.
And you know something, Deej? You're absolutely right. Notre Dame's going to sell that stadium out on its own. All right, they always
a neutral site game is a Notre Dame home game. There's no way.
I mean, I should know. I should know better. I've been to 2 games at Soldier Field where Notre Dame was supposed to be at a neutral site, and they blew out Soldier Field. I should know better. But that's why we make our picks, and that's why I agree with Dietz when he said this to me 8 years ago when he first joined me. College football is so much more fun to look at. Speaking of fun, let's go to Tucson, Arizona. We got the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona Wildcats.
Arizona's favored by 3. Over-under is set at 58. No, man?
Arizona's going to blow Colorado out. That offensive line is a sieve. The defensive line is even worse. And Travis Hunter is going to get worn out playing both sides of the ball, though he's a hell of an athlete. That Arizona is licking their chops after getting blown out by BYU, and they're at home. Give me Arizona to win against Colorado.
DIETZ?
I'm going with the Buffaloes. Travis Hunter, if he wants a Heisman Trophy, this has got to be his game. He's got to take over the game. Basically, say, Shadur, give me the ball. Just throw, go Keyshawn and just throw me the damn ball.
I haven't heard that in years. I love it.
Droid, what you got?
Give me the Buffaloes, honestly. Like, I love Arizona to death, but it's like Colorado has just been an amazing team. I mean, they kept it close against Kansas State. We can't lie there. So I'm going to go Colorado.
All right.
I've got Arizona in this one. I'm sorry, Shadur, but you ain't got a chance in Arizona.
I don't trust Shadur Sanders. I just don't. Don't ask me why. I just don't. Let's go to Little Rock. SEC matchup. LSU and Arkansas, dog.
LSU is favored by 2.5, and the over-under set at 55.5. Snowman, this is going to be a close one.
This is indeed going to be close. I'm going to take the under, but I'm going to take LSU to cover and to win this game.
DIETZ?
Yeah, too much Nussmeier at quarterback. Like I said, he's too big, and he can just throw the ball down the field. Arkansas don't have the horses to keep with the LSU wide receivers.
Good.
I watched the ending of that LSU Ole Miss game, and oh my goodness, Nussmeier was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So give me Nussmeier and the LSU Tigers.
Clean sweep. I believe that means go Tigers.
All right, let's go to Evanston, Illinois. The Wisconsin Badgers taking on my beloved Northwestern Wildcats with Dave Bennett on the play-by-play call on WGN. Dog?
Wisconsin's favored by 7. The over-under set at 41.5. Something tells me that this game is going to be a lot closer than what people are thinking.
And I'm going to do this. This is the second time I've done this, Droid made me pay for it the first time. I don't think I'll pay for it this time. I'm going with the home team, and I'm going with the Wildcats, because every time these two teams get together, when Wisconsin is favored, and it's been true since 1995, Northwestern always has a trick up their sleeve. I think they got a trick up their sleeve this time. His name is Cam Porter. I'm going with the Northwestern running game to beat the Wisconsin Badgers.
DIETZ?
Yeah, I'm going with Northwestern just to set up the big game next week.
All right.
Which is Northwestern and Iowa.
Iowa.
The big Iowa game.
Yes.
So if to make that game important, Northwestern's got to pull it out. So I'm going with Northwestern.
And you's got to get this one before we see the Iowa Hawkeyes. Go ahead, Roy.
Give me Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I've been right when I've picked against Northwestern so far. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Give me Wisconsin.
Oh boy.
I'm taking Northwestern because I want to see a fight in Iowa.
I want to see a fight in Iowa also. Let's go to the Swamp. The Kentucky Wildcats against the Florida Gators. Dog.
Funny thing is, before I rechecked the line this morning, this game was listed at even odds. And now it's swung in favor of Kentucky by 1.5. The over-under is set at 42.5.
Kentucky's going to force me to pick them. They're going to force me to pick them. Hell with it. Kentucky to cover and to win. Hell with it. I don't trust Florida, even at home.
DIETZ?
Just the fact that this game was set at even right off the rip just tells you everything you need to know about Florida. I'm taking Kentucky. I'm taking Kentucky, and it's not even going to be close.
Good.
Kentucky.
He doesn't even look at the game.
I'm flying solo on this one. I'm taking Florida, but it's going to be a dogfight.
You'll be sorry.
I've got a 2-game lead in the standings. I can afford one.
I'll say it again. You'll be sorry.
Don't make me turn this into rabbit season.
But then again, my wife has said that to me. All right, let's go to Morgantown, West Virginia. We got the Kansas State Wildcats and the West Virginia Mountaineers.
KSU is favored by 3. Over under set at a staggering 56. Tells me we got a barn burner coming.
I'm even going to give a score for this game. Kansas State 44, West Virginia 38, but I think it'll require a 5th period to get there.
DIETZ?
They say lightning doesn't strike twice. And last time a Kansas team was in West Virginia, lightning hit the stadium. So I'm taking Kansas State. I think Kansas State is going to blow. They're going to blow out West Virginia.
Good.
Does this not tell you everything you need to know?
Give me Kansas State. Let's move on.
Lightning may strike twice, but I'm saying it's going in favor of West Virginia. I'm taking the home team in this one.
All right, and this is the one that we have saved for last. Let's go to Austin, Texas.
You skipped one, Snowman.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You forgot Bama, Tennessee.
Nah, leave that off the board. Okay, Bama, Tennessee. Before I flash this one, Bama, Tennessee. Go ahead.
Bama favored by 7. Over-unders at 56.
Tennessee for the upset. I'm calling it right now. If I'm wrong against Bama for the 3rd time this year, then I'm wrong for the 3rd time this year. I'll take that L proudly. But I got the home team. I got Tennessee.
DIETZ?
Too much Jalen Milroe. I'm going with Alabama.
Right.
Bama bounce back game. Give me Bama.
And I'm taking Bama myself. I'm sorry, Tennessee, but your checkers are about to turn black and white.
Yeah, I believe it. Now the feature game. Now the feature game that we'll have on Snowman Multimedia Saturday night. The 5th-rated Georgia Bulldogs take on the top-ranked Texas Longhorns.
Texas is favored by 4.5. The over-under set at 56. Snowman, you got this game on the stick.
I
Who
do.
you got on the board?
I think the Horns solidified themselves as an SEC team. I mean, I love my Bulldogs. I've loved them since 1980. But as Dog once said, I may be a homer, but I ain't stupid. Give me the Texas Longhorns to cover and to win this game in Austin in front of 102,000.
DIETZ?
As I said before, this is the game where Texas has to prove they're an SEC team. Georgia's already an SEC team. I'm taking Georgia to win.
It could go either way. It could definitely go either way. Horns. He's going with the Horns.
And all I got is Horns down.
Oh,
he's going with the Dogs.
We're fake.
He's going with the Dogs.
Give me the Dogs.
And all I gotta say is,
don't do it.
What? Don't do what?
Don't do it. I know what you're gonna do.
He's gonna try and do the chant.
Don't do it.
Coming down the track.
Oh God.
Give me Georgia.
My guess. You know what?
Georgia.
This could go either. This game could go either way, and this might be the first of. And I've said this before, and I've been wrong, but I don't think I'll be wrong here. This could be the first of not only 2, but maybe 3 with these 2.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget all the lines and picks are brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS, where the games begin. Use code Snowman for 125% deposit match. Let's get out of here.
Let's do that.
The big question, Snowman, is I know you're going to call this game. Are you going to balance out the Georgia call? Are you going to say
yes?
Are you going to call?
I'm going to be totally.
Our Longhorns have the ball at the Longhorn this yard line.
You know what?
Every single call is going to be Dogs on this side, Dogs on that side. The Dogs are doing this.
Listen, I know both announcers very well. Scott Howard will call the game for the Dogs on the Georgia IMG radio network, on the Georgia Learfield radio network. And of course, one of my best friends in broadcasting. I hope to get him on the show soon. The longtime voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, will voice the action for the Texas Longhorns. DIETZ, always a pleasure, my man. We love you very much. You make college football fun, and we appreciate you.
I appreciate you saying that, but college football is just fun.
Yes, it is.
I just report it. It is so much. It's so much fun to cover college football.
Thanks, DIETZ. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
DIETZ.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Don't forget, this Saturday night, we got the big one, the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. And I'm going to call the game for both sides. As these asked me, am I going to be fair in calling this game? I most certainly am, because I heard both networks.
What's that coming down the track?
Shut up.
Shut it!
Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Football Friday tomorrow. So long, everybody. And by the way, big dog,
What?
you a bitch.
What
See
I
you tomorrow.
say?